and some Hey campers, George here, back in the man cave. Been a little busy, a lot of things going on, had some oopses and things like that, as you may have seen in my previous videos, but I did get to make a good cup of coffee. Back in the man cave, a lot of projects on the go here that I'm working on. Need to catch up. Yep, another fixed blade knife. It's one, I have to say, one of my favorite manufacturers. I think in the last 5 years or so, they've really upped their game and try to get more up to date on what they're doing, a little bit more thought going into their products and that sort of thing, and that is Gerber. I've been, a little disappointed in a couple of knives that I bought to have a look at, but I thought I'm going to look at this because it gets some good reviews and obviously some bad, and some reviews where they didn't like the sheath, but the knife was fine. It's in a good price range. As you saw in the beginning, the price is right for what you're going to get. And what I'm talking about is the Gerber Freeman guide. Fixed blade knife. It's this guy here. It's a good looking knife. The handle looks nice. It is a drop point, and it is a 5CR stainless steel blade. Full tang, and it looks nice and thick. The handle is made from what they call tack hide. Not sure what that is. And it does come with a sheath. Not my favorite style or kind of sheath. We'll have a look and see how it works. I'm big on plain. I don't like any fancy things on my sheaths. The Freeman guide, fixed blade knife. Let's have a look see. It does come in the usual Gerber packaging, very plain, just on a cardboard, nasty plastic, and it has the usual things on it, and it says designed and engineered in Oregon. It's made in China. It is designed and engineered here, made in China though, not surprising. It has the usual, what I call international symbols here, 5CR stainless steel, fine edge, tack hide grip, and a sheath. Limited lifetime warranty. Let's open this sucker up without cutting myself. To me, the sheath is kind of secondary. Here it is here. And surprisingly, it is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. They describe it as a hunting, camping, outdoor knife. I thought it was going to be bigger. It's actually smaller. Not bad. Almost the size of a nice bushcraft knife, maybe. It is a drop point. And on it, it says, it gives the product number. And then it says Gerber up there. And this is the tack, what do they call it? Tack hide grip. It feels like a rubber, a pretty hard rubber. But you can feel it. It does move in your hand. If you look carefully, you got this like pin on it. It is a good handle, but like I said, it is a little smaller than I thought it would be. Still looks nice, looks well made. Blade there, I don't know if you can see that. Your drop point, obviously here, kind of feels sharp. We'll give that a test. And then it has a lanyard hole, nice big one there. I typically don't use that. I will put some bright colored 550 cord on it so that if I drop the knife in the grass or anything like that, it's easier to find. It's just, I'm as blind as a bat. I need that help. So not bad. Let's have a look at the specs on it. I did give it to you in the beginning here, but let's just go through them quickly. So looking here, total length, tip to butt, about 8.5 inches total. Blade length from the handle to the tip, just over 4 inches. So not bad. I mean, 4 inches, that makes me think bushcraft. It is a drop point, which I think is fine. Not a true bushcraft knife. I think it's more of a general camp knife, hunting knife, just like they say outdoor. It is flat on the top here. There's no curve or anything in the handle. Like I said, the grip is not bad, and it does fit my hand pretty well. These finger spacing, pretty good. Can't complain about that. I like this knife. It's very nice. I like the size, actually. Now I'm getting used to it. The more I handle it, I thought it was, wow, that's really small, pretty lightweight. It is a nice thick full tang. You can see there, cutting it, not cleanly, but it's cutting it well enough. Oh, I just cut my packing slip for something else I got there. I'm liking this knife. It's nice. Let's have a look at the sheath. So here's the sheath. Pretty standard, normal, fairly common. I do have a Browning knife that has a similar sheath, and I haven't had any problems with it. This looks fine. Stitching looks good, pretty solid, and it's just a nylon, is what they call it, a nylon sheath. They say it's very wear resistant. Yep, they got that little plastic insert. Oh, wow, that's a little bit more unusual. Typically they have that almost like a tube plastic insert. This is actually molded so that the inside does that, so that the top of the handle is actually sitting on the top with the blade sitting in the thinner part. Let's get some light on the subject here. And I'm just lighting it. Can you see there, right in there, you can see how the plastic insert is actually shaped to fit the blade. Hopefully you can see that. That's unusual, which is a good thing. It does have the Gerber label on there, the belt loop there, the holding clip on there, which seems solid. The knife, oh, it rattles a little bit, but they all do, this style. Let's put this clip on and see if it still rattles. Nope, look at that, nice. They did a good job, as long as it does what it needs to do, and that is hold the blade. Keep it secure, doesn't come out. So all we need to do is go play. So let's do that. Let's go play with some fire. So we're out here in the South 40, and I brought the knife out, my possibles pouch, so we can make some fire. I'll just use a fire starter from there, probably a ferro rod. And I've got a piece of wood that I just grabbed from the shed. Let's see if we can feather and split and all that good stuff. So let's give it a try. So it's kind of windy and dry out, so I just got some water in case I need to. The fire gets a little out of control. There's my piece of wood. Got my possibles pouch and my old man knees pad. Let's see what we can do here. I know it's sharp enough to do this, and this wood is pretty soft, but it will allow me to feather that edge. Not bad. Let's get rid of that, and let's see if we can actually split with it. Now, like I said, it's a pretty small knife. Sorry about the wind, it's kind of windy out here. It's kind of a small knife, so splitting is going to be a little of an issue, but let's give it a try anyway. Break some wood here. This will probably work. See, the blade is kind of long enough to cover that piece of wood, so let's see. It even went through the knot. Let's have a look, see here. The blade held that just fine, even that nasty knot there you can see. So let's split some more. Don't seem to be a problem here. So it's getting through there fine, and the blade still sharp, no kind of like nicks or anything that I can see on it. So Let's see if we can feather some here. This, of course, now the wood is too soft, but no problem there. Nice little feather. So that works. And the more I hold it, the more I'm liking this knife. I'm really starting to like the size. It's almost a knife that you can take anywhere with you on your belt anytime you're outside. It's not big, it's not obvious, and it's light. Nice knife. Let's see if we can strike a ferro rod with it. So I have my arson kit here. Just my fire making kit that's in my possibles pouch. Ferro rod, lighter, box of matches, and another lighter. And then I do have some lint from the dryer with a little bit of petroleum jelly on it that I like to use as a fire starter. Pretty cheap and easy to make. First of all, let's see if we can strike. Well, we're getting something. I wonder. Yeah, it's a little small. I'm using that inside piece there, but the curve is a little small for my ferro rod. But if I get it where it's worn, it seems to work, and it's giving a good spark. The back here, not so much, but it gives a spark. So let's see if I can find my... Found it. You're gonna have to hold it there with something. Get a piece of wood on it and see if we can light it. There we go. No problem there. So it'll do the job. Don't want that blowing around right now with the wind. And I just mowed and there's a lot of dry grass lying around. So I like this knife. I'm impressed. They did a good job on it. I like the handle, nice and light. So here you can see it here, how it sit on, and you know, it's not very big at all. And I was initially concerned about the size of the belt strap on the side, the loop. And I have a pretty thick belt here, which is what I normally wear. And it sits on there fine, doesn't rattle. And that is something nobody else has been able to do with this style of sheath that I've seen. So nicely done there, Gerber. This is more of a hunting, small, general lighter work, but I like it. I'm really liking this knife. For a walk around or a hiking knife, this is for me. You're probably going to see me carrying this. Well, all I can say is, once again, Gerber's come through. They've really done a nice job on this. I am pleasantly surprised at how I like this knife. And I had my reservations reading and watching a lot of the reviews. For me, this is a really nice knife. And of course, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. And I'm pretty sure I'll be back with something else to check out. Or maybe we'll go fishing, or camping, or kayaking, or all three. Who knows? Just saying. Thanks for watching. Bye.